Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cyclones offense will come out first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. Banks to catch. Turning it on. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Look out, he's got room. Makes one-man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Cyclones are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Jackson.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. Fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Red Wolves offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality. Like, power, all those things are really, really good, but you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see.
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a heat. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to pass. It's Rayner. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Red Wolves send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Hansen. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Got room to work. He breaks a tackle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got an open man. Sprinting away. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Can't make the connection, in the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Catch in the middle, it's Rucker. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Rayner. Starting to feel a little pressure. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Clay. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw.
It's a seam wide open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UAB is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 4 over Akron. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. He got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Arkansas State ready to go back on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On the option. Running into the open space. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Got the quick pass. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. And this one is perfect. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. It's complete to the left. Wide open spaces. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Cyclones in a good spot here with... Short. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. The Cyclones had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Working that left side now. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. 1 snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Rayner. He lobs one high down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Jonesboro when that town is buzzing as it is today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Centennial Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Cyclones will kick it off to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
Grab near the sticks. It's Summers. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Red Wolves really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Rayner. He'll pull it down. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Red Wolves come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. Quickly complete. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's why as a defense you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football and they're able to make a tackle.
He's got it, first down and more. And the Red Wolves will move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Touchdown, Red Wolves! And that one will give them the lead. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. OHIO. Ohio State is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout to remember. They're up by 24 over Ohio. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Cyclones, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Beck. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. And the Cyclones need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. They kick it away on 4th down. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 4th down. They'll go for the hat trick. Going for the marker on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Red Wolves with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Red Wolves are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out route. He's guided out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Back to pass. It's Rayner. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're setting up the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Red Wolves line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway. First down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Finds his tight end. He's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Quarterback adapting. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live the play another day.
Quick completion on the out. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Sowell. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Townsend. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback running on the draw.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Touchdown, Cyclones! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Caught close to the marker, it's Rucker. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Might be looking to run. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds. It's another first down as they try to put up a score late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Floating away. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a tremendous way for this defense to finish. The interception as the clock reaches 0.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the offense will have at least one more shot at this after the pass interference penalty gives them an untimed down. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender. Now, a game can end on a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack at it with an untimed down. To throw, it's Rayner. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it's incomplete, and the final drive of the game comes up empty. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row. It's not good. They got to figure something out, but it's a long season still. There's still a lot of room to find some positive, Jesse. Maybe throughout the way, there's going to be something happens that's positive.
So you're saying there's a chance. I like it. Always positive. Glass half full, David. Listen, I don't think they can fix everything in 1 week. I think this team needs to go back to the drawing board. They need to focus on one specific area of their...